I can guarantee I know the reason 100% why you are always so exhausted and incapable of doing any work on your business, on your self-improvement, going to the gym, hitting PRs. I know why it is, bro. And the number one reason is you are simply eating too many carbs. Now, I know you probably heard this from either me or someone else before, or different YouTubers, that carbs are bad for you, right? You might have heard it from Andrew Tate or something, but it is fucking true. Carbs are so bad for you. When you eat a lot of carbs, like bread and pasta and rice, right? You know, for breakfast, you eat like a lot of toast, right? So you put bread in the toaster and you have butter on it or jam or something. Like, you have bread and then jam on top. Like, that is just carbs and then like sugary fucking fruit on top, right? That is going to spike your insulin so much, it's going to make you absolutely exhausted afterwards. And it's not even going to fill you up and make you less hungry than you were before. So literally over the past 40 days now, like a little over a month, I have completely cut carbs out of my diet, and I've just been eating meat and fat. That's all I've been eating. And based on this experiment that I've done, like, put it this way, it's about 8:10 right now, and I've got up today at 6 o'clock in the morning. I've been to work, I've done a full day in the office. I hit a workout for about an hour, and then after I lifted weights, I went on the treadmill for about 15 minutes. And then I came home, I recorded one video just now, and now I'm recording a second video, and it's 8:10 at night. And I feel super switched on, capable of thinking and making videos and recording content. Now, when I first started this YouTube channel, like over a year ago, I was completely incapable of like coming up with video ideas and talking and like hitting record and just starting the camera and having any energy, because I was still eating carbs. I was still eating my normal bullshit pussy diet where I'd be eating cereals and I'd be having Cocoa Pops for breakfast with milk and just eating whatever the fuck I wanted. And I was completely incapable of working in the afternoon. And let's face it, right? If you're working on a business right now, you can try and follow Hamza's advice of getting up at 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning and working in the morning, which is great advice. I try and do it as often as I can. But if you're working a job like I've got, where you kind of get up earlier than like 9 or something, or 8, you kind of can't really work in the morning. So you have to work in the afternoons. And there's nothing wrong with working in the afternoons. It's just that your brain's not going to function as well unless you don't eat carbs. If you don't eat any carbs, like I've not been eating carbs for over a month, I found I have so much energy like leading me on throughout the day. Because carbs, like, have you ever heard of a carb crash? And this isn't like, people use the term carb crash when they're eating like a big pizza or something and they're eating a lot of food, like a big bowl of pasta. But truthfully, like, I've had carb crashes from eating one sandwich that just has 2 pieces of bread and is mainly filled with like ham and cheese and stuff. And that gives me a carb crash. Like, you don't realize how much it affects your brain until you try and come off of it. So a little quick like actionable step for you, if you're gonna actually get any value out of this video. Like, I can just tell you this shit, or you can just try it for yourself, mate. Literally, if you're gonna get any value out of this video, please just try do what I did, which is just for 30 days, just don't eat any carbs. I'm not telling you to go carnivore. I'm not telling you to do any kind of special diet. People will say this is the keto diet, whatever you want to call it. Just eat meat, right? It sounds weird, but like for my like tea just now, I want to tell you this, right? For my last meal of the day that I had about an hour ago, I want to tell you because it's interesting. I went to my local supermarket and got some packets of ostrich meat. So this sounds weird, doesn't it? Like ostrich meat, what the fuck? I've like never eaten that before. I've never had it before. And I literally just cooked them up in the pan, and they're like, it's like one of the tastiest foods I've ever eaten in my life. And I literally just had ostrich meat with 4 eggs. And that was what I had as my like last meal of the day. And it was absolutely delicious. I'll try and get the MyFitnessPal thing up, but I think it was like 700 calories in the whole meal, and like quite a lot of protein and fat, and like barely, like literally no carbs, because it was just like, yeah, this and eggs, right? And it was such a nice meal. And literally, you can make so many different nice meals just without carbs. Once you realize you don't have to have carbs with things, you can really have some really tasty foods. Don't worry about the foods. But this is literally the number one reason why you are so tired, is because you're eating carbs, especially early in the morning. If you have them late at night after you've done your work, I guess you could make an argument to say that's okay. But like, why would you even risk it? Like, for the next morning, you might be fucked up from that. Just go for 30 days, try do it, please, without any carbs. One of my mates recently did this and has been going keto, and he says he's seen the exact same results as me, feeling way more energetic, way less tired all the time. And I think it could be super helpful for you, so just try that. The second thing that I've been doing, which has made me way less tired and stop having these afternoon crashes, is I've been delaying when I have caffeine. So as soon as you wake up in the morning, you basically run off of something called your adenosine system, which is basically what caffeine acts on, but it's not actually, like, it's hard to explain, but your adenosine system isn't active within like the first 90 minutes to like 110 minutes after you wake up, within that time. So about an hour and a half to 2 hours after you wake up. So if you have coffee and caffeine, which acts on the adenosine system, it's not going to actually impact you at all and make you less tired. So a lot of people I know wake up and they go straight to Starbucks or straight to Costa, go downstairs, make a coffee, and they literally just drink coffee straight away. My mum and dad do this, right? They wake up there. Literally, I go downstairs sometimes, my dad's still there in like his underpants and his t-shirt, like making a cup of coffee. He's just woke up. And like, I've said to him, like, you know, dad, that's not actually going to fucking do anything for you. It's not going to help you at all because it's not acting on your, it's acting on your adenosine system, which isn't active yet because it's too early in the morning. So what I've been doing is just not having coffee, just delaying it until like 2 hours into the morning after I've woken up. So I wake up at like 6 and then get to work for like 7. So I don't really have a coffee until 8. And that's been like a consistent running theme for me. And I've not had any of the really bad caffeine crashes that I have, even when like being on keto right now, like just eating meat and fat. I've not had any of the caffeine crashes. So that is another thing you can do. Like if you're drinking like Monster energy drinks or something, like, first of all, please stop drinking fucking energy drinks, mate. It's just terrible. Like the amount of shit they put in there, like you need to go by this. Like this is a quick kind of side tangent, but you need to go by this rule in life that I've learned that's just made me feel so much healthier and so less sluggish and tired. When you look on the back of the ingredients of something that you're about to ingest, it should have ingredients that you understand what they are. So coffee is made from coffee beans, right? It's black coffee. And like steak is made of steak. It's a cow, it's beef, okay? And eggs are eggs. Cheese is from a cow, it's cheese. You need to just go through life trying to have things that are just like what it is, like whole foods, this is called. This is just normal, everyday, just whole foods. When you start drinking things like Monster energy drinks in the morning, look on the back of the can and try and like identify an ingredient that you understand, maybe water, maybe some like syrup or sugar or something. And then like, there'll be all these kind of weird chemicals where you won't even realize it existed. Like, and you are literally putting that in your body. And you might think, well, it's fine. You know, it's not an issue at all, but I don't know. I feel like it could be a huge problem for your health and could actually be impacting how tired you feel, even if you have it like 2 hours after you're supposed to, because it's got caffeine in it and stuff. So that's like delaying the caffeine, like I've been telling you to do. Probably just not the best thing to put in your body. So everything that you're eating or drinking that just has ingredients on it and you're like, what the fuck is that? Like, that sounds like it's designed to go in like a nuclear fucking reactor. Just don't have that thing. Just don't buy it, right? Buy something else. Okay, you don't need Monster energy drinks. Anyway, that was a little side tangent. Okay, so delay your caffeine ingestion. That should help you as well. And then the last final reason that you're probably always fucking tired is because you're not actually getting to bed on time. This is like super simple. And it took me ages. Like, this is such a simple piece of advice that my mum and dad taught me when I was 6, right? To go to bed on time, right? Don't stay up late. This is such a basic piece of advice. And I've only really, like, I feel like such an idiot because I've been tired my whole life, not been capable of like functioning in the afternoon. And like, when I look back, it's like, well, yeah, no shit. I was going to bed at like midnight and trying to get up at 6 on 6 hours sleep every day. Of course, I was tired all the time, right? You just need to get to bed early, mate. So just, that is the last bit of advice I get. You already know it. I'm telling you the advice. You already know this advice, but just please make it a priority to get to bed early. I've been starting to go to bed at like 9:30, 10. Okay, still a bit later than I'd like to go to bed, but getting up at like 6, 7. So I've got more like 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And yeah, again, I just feel better, right? My lifts have gone up at the gym. I feel like I'm like performing better at the gym. I feel like my physique looks better. I'm recovering better. Like this video is about like how to not be tired, right? But it's not all about not being tired. Like if you implement a lot of this advice I'm giving you, you probably just like drop body fat. You'll recover better from the gym. You'll feel better mentally. You're going to be able to work harder. You're going to be more productive. And yeah, you won't be tired anymore. You won't be having the afternoon slumps. There's so many benefits that come with just not being a tired, lazy person who just sits about like procrastinating because you're just so tired, right? So many benefits, and I've felt those benefits recently, right? The YouTube channel's doing well, getting a lot of subscribers this month. I've been posting out content like nothing else, and I feel like the content I'm putting out has got way higher quality. I feel like I'm thinking better. I feel like I'm just more capable of like doing the work that I want to do. So I feel good. Everything's going well, and I do think a lot of it's down to changing up my diet to just be meat only, no carbs, like not drinking caffeine super early in the morning, and just getting to bed on time, right? And just like trying to not stay up super late. And like, you know what, as well, final little bonus tip I'll give you, deleting social media, which I've not had for 12 months now. I have bang on about this all. The people who watch my videos thinking, fucking hell, he's talking about social media again. Fuck off, right? I've deleted social media, not had it for 12 months, and that's like super helpful because you, like, what you're gonna do, like when you go to bed late, you're probably just sat there scrolling through TikTok, right? Like if you don't have TikTok, there's nothing to scroll through, so it's just like, yeah, I'll just go to bed then. Okay, so that's like a last tip I'll leave you on. Okay, mate, I hope you found some value on that video. Hope it helped you in some way. And yeah, just remember, keep improving yourself every day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.